Okay, so I'm going to make this a series of videos. Hopefully, the point is just to um, present this information and kind of like articulate this information, put it into words. I think that'll help me learn these concepts a lot quicker. And I think sometimes just the act of putting something into words helps you understand it better. Teaching somebody something helps you understand better. So I'm just struggling. I don't even like to say I'm a blue belt because I've got my blue belt like 4 or 5 years ago, and I've been training very inconsistently since then. But anyway, I don't think this will be useful to really anybody. It's mainly just going to be useful for me. So um, the first thing I'll talk about is the taking the back from I think you would call it like a samurai roll. I have a subscription to the Grappler's Guide. It's an excellent resource, but he has some videos on this, and I've been working on this a little bit. Like if I can get somebody in side control, basically the idea is you want to take your same side leg and hook it onto theirs, um, and use that hook to as like a fulcrum, in your body as leverage, your body and their body as leverage to kind of spin your hook around that fulcrum, um, and get to their back. Because if you're on top and you're facing them, and you have your left leg shallow hooked into their left leg, then that's great. That's you've got that hook there. But the problem is you're in front of them, and in order to take their back, you have to be behind them. So how do you get back there? Well, um, you basically take, you know, your left leg, their left leg. You get to from the top half guard there, or actually it's side control. You want to take that hook and then basically lie down, north south in relation to them. So put your head where their legs are and your back on the ground, and then you try to kind of grab the leg with your hands, the leg that you're not hooked onto, and that will cause a dramatic sort of winding up of the opponent, where you'll kind of spin around their body and take their back. And it's looks pretty flashy, but once you do it, you realize it's pretty simple. But yeah, just the act of putting this into words is kind of helping me to understand the concept. So basically, your same side leg, so it's going to be diagonal if you're in front of them. So left leg to their left leg, or your right leg to their right leg. There's so many different scenarios. You can just, imagine two bodies and just a 360-degree view. Um, you know, turn them upside down. Um, there's so many different ways that this can occur, but that's one of them, is to be in the side control and get them kind of onto their side a little bit, to where where you have access to their, let's say, to their top leg, which would be their left leg, and then you hook in your left leg to theirs, and you basically kind of like doing you just hop on over to the other side of them, where you're north south in relation to them. So that's your escape to getting to their back, getting behind them, is to get your head down to where their legs are, and that'll cause a spinning along that fulcrum that leverage will cause them to sort of dramatically end up on your back, or you on their back. But you have to keep your hook shallow, because if not, they can reverse the position on you. And that's something that I learned by watching these videos on Grappler's Guide. But anyway, I know this is a quick idea, concept. I know I'm rambling. Yeah, I don't expect this to be any helpful to anybody, but it's mainly for my own purposes to put this into words and to be able to go back and listen to this at some other point and add to it as well.